everybody. I'm trying to find me here. Uh, Trying to make sure that you all can see me. I had this thing set so you can see a little different scenery behind me. It looked like it was too dark. Let me move this again. Here's where I had it originally, so you can kind of see a little bit of back behind me, what's going on back there. But I look too dark, don't I? Is it just me? I don't know. Tell me. See, I'm looking on the phone here, and it just looks dark. That's what happens with the camera. If you got a lot of light in the background, it darkens everything up in the foreground. Hey, KM, how you doing? Kelly B, happy Wednesday to you too. Uh, You guys tell me. Am I too dark? If I'm too dark, I'm going to move it over there. I just thought it'd be a different view for everybody out on the front porch. It's a little dark, ain't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, let me do it this way. Okay. If I turn it that way, that's much better, ain't it? I can see it. Okay. Hey, Tony from St. Louis. You said you look fine. Nah, I thought it was a little dark. And KM thought it was a little dark too. So it's okay. I can do it this way. And I turn the screen around once in a while so you can kind of see across the street. What a difference a couple of days makes, huh? Talking about the hurricane. You know what? When I came out here, I had a couple of things I wanted to tell you. And damned if I done forgot what they was. Shoot. Oh, gas. Sue came home a while ago. She might come out here. If she comes out here, I'll move the camera again because I've got her wired up for a lapel mic for her also if she comes out here. That way you can hear everybody okay. I assume everybody can hear me okay. Nobody said anything. Okay. She was telling me that she went out. I think she had to go to a doctor appointment this morning. And then she probably went shopping somewhere. And she said gas here now is below $3 a gallon. I just thought I'd throw it out there for everybody that's maybe worried about gas prices and stuff down here for vacations and, you know, snowbirding or whatever. Anything can happen overnight, right? I mean, you just don't know. But as of right now, she said gas here is below $3 a gallon. Yeah, it is. It's a nice day today. Actually, it's very comfortable. 75 degrees, very little breeze. I mean, it's a little, but just very little breeze. I'm sitting, of course, I'm in the shade. I got the awning out. And quiet. Humidity is like, you know, very comfortable. I don't know what the humidity is, but it's very comfortable. And this is the typical fall, winter type weather here. You know, mid 70s, humidity's comfortable. The rainy season's over. We haven't had rain here at my place anyway for the last, well, since the hurricane. When the hurricane went past, so did the rain. And so our rainy season is winding down to where we don't get rain every day. And so October, I've always said that October is a good month to come down here. If you want to visit, do a lifestyle visit to kind of check things out, October is a good month. It's a comfortable month. You'll have some hot days, don't get me wrong. And toward the end of the month, you know, you might even see, it's very unlikely, but you might see a couple of chilly nights. Last night it got down in the 60s. That's chilly for people that live here. But for you coming down here from the north to visit, that's probably very, very comfortable for you because I do remember coming down here from the north. So, yeah, October is a good month. Ruth Rager says their gas is $3.59. My cousin lives in the southern part of Texas, Rockport, Texas, which is a shoreline town. And he said their gas down there is like I want to say 287, 289, somewhere in that area right there. So it's very possible that if gas stays down like that I might get my RV. I got a couple things I got to get done. I got to get a couple new steering tires put on it. I don't know what happened to them, but once they go flat, I don't trust them. So I got to get a couple new steering tires put on it. And really, other than that, Oh, I want to get the oil changed. I haven't done that yet either. That shouldn't take a lot. One good day, getting the tires put on, changing the oil, and I'm ready to go. I might just take off for a couple weeks or something. I don't know where I'm going to go or what I'm going to do, but I thought about it. Teddy says, I'm not in the villages. Am I allowed to chat? Sure you are. You're allowed to chat. People that come down, that follow me sometimes, they're not in the villages. They're considering moving here when they retire. And so they ask a lot of questions about the villages. They get my opinion about things. Um, just to warn you that I call myself a matter of fact kind of guy. You're going to ask me a question, I'm going to give you a point blank answer of how I see it. I don't jelly coat anything, I don't candy coat anything, and I'm just going to tell you how I see it. Now, you're going to watch a lot of other YouTubers down here that's going to tell you everything is hunky dory and smiley and no problems at all and everything's great. So it depends on what you're looking for as to whether you want to get my opinion about anything, really. But you asked me a question about the villages. I'm just warning you now. I'm going to give you how I see it, just my own personal opinion. Jerry Bell, nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming. Tranquility. She or he or whoever Tranquility is, you were somebody else, and I can't remember who you was. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a wrench. I only give wrenches to people that I trust. Tranquility name doesn't ring a bell with me, so you've changed your name, and that's kind of a dangerous thing to do, especially when you're a moderator. I don't know who you are now, and I forget if you've changed your name. I forget what it was. Okay, I'm saying, see you okay? You sound great. Good. I'll just leave it the way it is then. I'll just turn it like I do before. I'll just turn it around once in a while so you can kind of see what's happening. And as you can see, like usually, nothing's happening. My yard guy was here today. He mowed my yard. He mowed my neighbor's yard. And he mowed my neighbor's yard over there. He's got, it's a funny thing about landscapers that whenever you go into a new neighborhood, and I don't know that you're going to go into a new neighborhood, but if you do, or buy a house or whatever, people have a tendency to ask their neighbor, who's mowing your yard? Because your yard always looks great. And that's what happens everywhere. And so the next thing you know, the landscaper ends up mowing like 6 houses right there in your area, next door to one another. And it's great for him. And sometimes you can get a discount. So, hey, look, you got 6 houses here. You ain't got to travel nowhere else but right here. So sometimes they'll give you a little discount to get all those houses in a line right there. Just a little tip. Nancy says, finally see you live. Are you not working? Or are you on your lunch hour? Ruth Rager says, there's a 359. I forget where you live, Ruth. You may have to put a little thing on there. I just forget. KM says, gas is cheaper in Georgia. I drove back to PA on Sunday, and it was $2.84 at Sam's Club. Okay, so it looks like Georgia's getting down below $3 too. Also, somebody was asking, beer of the day is Yingling Lager today. I got to get it open. I don't have the cooler thing to go on here because 75 degrees, I didn't think I'd need it. Sue, if you're in the house watching this, why don't you come out here and get wired up, and I'll move this camera a little bit. Because I know people would rather talk to you than me. Well, welcome, Teddy. Before you take off and go somewhere else, don't forget to go down below there and hit that subscribe button. I could use all the subscribers I can get. Oh, that was one of the things I was going to ask. This is just a little thing to help the channel out. You know, subscribing, making comments, and the thumbs up and all that. That helps the analytics a lot. And the analytics is what everybody's working for, really. That's who I'm working for, the analytics, to get your videos out there, to get your subscriberships up. Each one of you, this is a challenge, I guess, I don't know. Each one of you get one person, just one, family member, brother, sister, dad, uncle, aunt, whatever, a neighbor, somebody you work with, one person. Just get one other person to subscribe to my channel, and my channel would almost double in size that quick. That's not that much to ask, is it? One person? Here she comes. She's got her alcohol.
I've got coffee.
I know it. The problem is, if I turn this way to get both of us, it's going to be the sunlight thing. See, it's going to.
Okay.
Let me see if I can do it this other way. Hold on, people. Just wonder if maybe I could put it over here like this and get the light behind us. Does that get both chairs? No, you're not even in it. Wait a minute. Has that got both chairs now? Yeah. Does that look on your phone? Does that look dark? Or does that look okay? See, I'm all wired up and it's hooked to me and everything.
Okay.
Well, I might need some more wire. Let me pull on it. There, I think I got a little bit now.
Okay.
One of these days I'll spend some money and get some wire. Well, I got wireless mics. I just never use them.
I don't know why you don't. You've also got that hand.
I don't know. I've got all kinds of stuff in there. Half the stuff I don't even use because the darn things are like computers. You buy a new set of wireless whatever, and I swear to God, 2 months later, some new thing comes out that's smaller, better, cheaper. And so that's why I just don't do it, because I just keep waiting for something else to come out. DJI come out with some wireless mics here a while back. I keep looking at them. I like the looks of them. But see, just like that new mic I bought for the police ride-along, which they've never contacted me about that. I bought that extra mic for a lot of reasons. And after I had it and I played with it, I hate it. So I've used it like one time and I don't like it at all.
Well, I can't help.
You never know what something is until you get it and use it, and then you realize that don't sound all that good. It's audio on it, you know. Anyway, is that okay?
You should turn your chair.
Huh?
I said you should turn your chair so they're not looking at the side of your head.
They're not. I look over there once in a while.
Oh, okay.
If I turn the camera, I'll turn it this way. I'm not moving anything. I'm done with moving.
That's better. That's better.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, like you sitting there like that looks fine.
I don't know what you want.
First of all, you ain't even got your mic on.
Well, I was looking for it. There you go. Thank you.
We'll get this figured out here in a minute. So anyway, I've been in there working. I worked last night. I'll be working probably next day or two. That video that we did where the lanai was enclosed and put in that new air conditioner and all that, it took us like 3 days to video it. It's going to take me 3 days to edit this thing.
Really? I didn't think you had
to put all this stuff together. It's just getting complicated.
Didn't think you had that much footage.
I got a lot.
What?
Probably 2 hours worth of footage, and I got to get it cut down to 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. Because
that's all people will watch. 15, 20 minutes at the most. At the most.
Oh.
WrestleMania says bye. I didn't even know he was on here.
Bye, wrestler.
Let me see. I got to back way up here. I missed a whole bunch of them.
Oh, Tony wanted to know if you tried those red hot riplet chips.
I did. It's not the same at all.
Well.
Nah. First of all, it's a fine rip. Thanks anyway. I ate them. They're okay. Don't get me wrong. They're okay, but it's not the red hot riplets. I know it's got the same name. I knew there was something wrong when I kind of looked at the bag and realized the riplets was spelled different. Riplets that I had, it was spelled with 2 P's. The riplets you sent me had 1 P. And the bag design was different, but that didn't really throw me off because, you know, companies change bag designs and stuff over a period of time. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I opened them. They're good. They're fine. but it was not the riplets that I'm looking for. I don't think they make them anymore. I think Seifert's is the ones that used to make them years ago, and then one day they just disappeared. And that's usually what happens with me at restaurants, anywhere we go. I finally find something that's really good. It's my favorite thing. 2 months later, they quit making it. What was it they quit making down here when we got here? And I thought, I can't believe it. I found something I like, and now they don't even make it anymore at a store. Cream, the creamer.
Yeah.
I had a creamer that was really good. I really liked it. I mean, I liked it so much that I wrote a letter to the company, and the company sent me a letter back saying they really appreciated it and blah, 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 but they just decided that they took it off their line.
Yeah. It was the Bailey's Irish cream.
Yeah, they don't make it anymore.
Yeah,
so don't tell me you can
have
find
the
it.
one with the booze.
Huh?
The one that's got the alcohol in it, they still do have that one.
Oh, no, I didn't get with the alcohol.
But the regular one, yeah. And we've been using, ever since then, we've been using the bourbon cream, which is pretty good. You know, I'm partial to the bourbon. But it's pretty good, but it's still not the same. And
no, but it's okay. I can deal with what we got.
Yeah.
It's just the idea when I find something. Olive Garden. I had 2 or 3 plates that I loved. I loved it. And every time we went to Olive Garden, I always got one of those 3 plates. What is that noise?
I don't know. Somebody's working on something, evidently.
Well, the garage door I see opens over there. Anyway, so we go to Olive Garden. This happened when I was still.
Marianne might be doing some trimming. I don't know.
I don't know. I was at Olive Garden when I was still working. We used to go there pretty regular, really. And I ordered the shrimp caprese, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we don't have that anymore. They took that off the menu. I said, you're kidding me. They took it off. I said, okay, well, I'll get the mixed, whatever it was that had all the different seafood in it, and the little shells were in it and stuff. I liked it too. So I got that. So the next time I go to Olive Garden, I knew they didn't have a shrimp caprese, so I ordered the seafood thing, whatever it was. Oh, they don't have that anymore. They took that off the menu. And so the third thing I got was the ravioli that had the greens thing that green sauce, whatever it was. I can't remember. It was pretty good. So I went to order that. Guess what? They changed it. It didn't have the same sauce on it no more. Now they changed it to like a lemon butter sauce thing, which that's not what I wanted. So the 3 things that I really liked, they took all 3 of them off the menu. Nothing else. Just the 3 things that I liked. Now I'm stuck with 1 plate down here I found, and it's what's it called? Chicken caprese? Chicken scallopini or something? Whatever the hell it's called. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, the scallopini.
Yeah, because it's got angel hair noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ask for them.
No, it comes with angel hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like the spaghetti.
Just the chicken.
I like the angel hair. To me, it's just got a better texture. Food with me is a textural thing. It's got to have the right texture, or I don't want to eat it. Yeah. And it's good.
Y'all got ideas? I'm running out of ideas here. He don't like the hamburger here. He doesn't like the pork chops here. He doesn't like the steaks here.
No, it's not all pork chops. It's just here recently. She's been getting them thick pork chops, and the first few she got, they were fine. She cooked them in the oven or whatever, and they were fine, and I ate them. And then here, the last couple she's made, I'm looking at the pork chops. Pork chops is a white meat. That's what the farmers, they paid for the advertisement for years. Pork, the other white meat. And the pork chops that they're doing here almost looks like they're preformed, like they're grinding the meat up and then mixing it. And as I cut into it, half of the pork chop was dark meat. Pork chops is not dark meat, and it had a funny taste to it. So I just told her, just don't buy any more.
That's what I'm running out of ideas. You know, you get soup for the rest of your life.
Well, even that, the last time you made soup, it didn't taste right.
Oh my God!
It tasted bland. You normally use V8.
No, I've never used V8.
You normally use V8.
I've never used V8.
You have used V8 many times. I've seen them cans out in the trash can. V8 in the vegetable soup, and now you're using some kind of a tomato juice in a can, and it just has this bland flavor. It just don't have much to it.
You're impossible.
I am not on a diet.
You are impossible.
This is what they do. They sneak food in here, and they have every excuse why they can't make what you normally made because it's a diet thing. It's healthier for you. You should eat this.
I'm not doing
This is the
diet
same
tomato
lady.
juice.
When I was younger, I liked brand name cereal. Like I call it Tony the Tiger. What's it called? Frosted Flakes. And then there was the bear,
Sugar bear.
Sugar Smacks or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I like the brand stuff. What would she do? Save the empty boxes. Went to the store, bought the store brand because it was a little cheaper. Pour that into the brand box like I would never notice.
I was trying to save a buck, you know? It's
How much are you
cereal.
saving when you throw half of it out?
It's cereal. I mean, you know, I don't know. No, he said, you're just impossible to feed. That's all I can say.
Somebody's got on here says it's a bit dark. It is.
Oh, is it?
It looks like to me it's a little dark. I don't know
Okay.
what else I can do to make sure both of it. If I put it over there, the sun's going to be behind us. It'll be really dark.
It was
Over there, there is no sun, so that's
Yeah.
probably about as good as it's going to get. Oh wait a minute, I'm looking at an old one. When I first, wait a minute, never mind. Forget that. Canton, Ohio. Okay, she's in Canton, Ohio, and she said gas up there was $3.59 a while ago.
Wow. Well, I just happened to go by the new 7-Eleven over there on Howe Road, and I noticed it. Everybody was stopping before they got to the stoplight to look at the sign, and
This wasn't a new gas station, was it?
It was, but it's
Well,
not
you can't
the
go
only
by
one.
that because
it's
they
not
always
the only
they
one.
always sell cheaper gas to get people to come in.
It wasn't
That
the
is
only
not the state's average.
I know Marathon was 303. The Marathon on 466A. But
So we had one gas station that was below
no, I
$3.
went by the Circle K, and they were all under $3. But that Marathon was just 303. So that was the
How many
only
gas
one.
stations did you go by that was below $3?
At least 3.
Oh, so okay. Well, maybe
Then
it's
went to
just
the post office. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
maybe it's just here. They're giving us old people a break.
Somebody said it's something to do with the gas tax was in effect this month. They took 25 cents off a gallon.
Whatever the state tax is, that's always got in control of it. I don't know what state tax gas on the gas is.
I think that took effect this month. I don't know.
Supposedly.
Well, it just I haven't been going anywhere, so I don't need gas.
It's just the point. They say we took a state gas tax off the gas. How do you prove that? I can't prove that. Gas stations can't prove it. The guy working the gas station just works there for $8 an hour.
Yeah, well, in the paper it said that the
paper
oil,
said it. Well, that's got to be true.
No. The oil producers are lowering their volume, so the price will go back up shortly. So I don't know what the deal is, but I was glad to see it. But like I said, I don't go anywhere, so I don't need gas.
Nope, that ain't my stomach growling. That was some noise coming from somebody around here working. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is over there where she's got her garage door open. Maybe she was in the garage doing something. I don't know what it would be. It almost sounded like an air tool of some type. If not, I don't know what that was. I never heard that noise before.
Oh, Godsmack says, "How about Omaha Steaks?" You know, I've had them before, and those are the kind, like he said, about the pressed pork chops. The Omaha Steaks. That's how it struck me, as the kind that they have several different meats and they press it together. And I've never been real pleased with them. So, but I haven't had them down here. Now that was.
El Hall says gas in Connecticut is $2.75 to $3.25. Boy, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
Connecticut. Why would it go 50 cents a gallon from one station? Well, I don't know. I suppose I've seen that in my lifetime.
Oh yeah.
Traveling. This side of the road would be
$4 northern Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Tranquil said, not know I wasn't allowed to change my name. I didn't say you're not allowed to change your name, but when you're a moderator, and I recognize all my moderators' names, I just don't make everybody a moderator. I got to know who you are, and I got to trust you, because if I make the wrong person a moderator, they can make my channel a mess.
Yeah.
And when you change your name like that, you got to let me know. because otherwise, I don't know that maybe my channel got hacked, but now I see who you are. You're Marcia, which I thought it was Marcia, and now it's Tranquility. Quit changing your name.
Oh, and hi, Dalton. Why aren't you in school? Oh my gosh.
No, William Barr
6:19.
says, I'm often saying that the roads are public. All roads in the villages are public. I mean, that's a given. There's no argument about that. Says, is that hold true for the golf cart trails? Well, the truth is no. Golf cart trails are basically for all residents and or their guests. But let me just tell you, people sneak in here all the time, all the time. If you've been here, you tell me if somebody pulls in here, let's say with a motorhome, and he's got a little trailer behind him with a couple golf carts on it, he parks at a grocery store. What stops him from unloading them golf carts and just taking off? Nothing.
Yeah.
And I showed once where people came from over in Wildwood, and they drove a golf cart across Highway 44, which is really stupid, to get into the Brownwood area, and we sit right there and watch them do it. Eventually, though, the Wildwood police will catch them. And I don't know what the penalty will be for that, because they will not allow them to drive them golf carts back across the 4-lane highway to go home. So I don't know. But they sneak in here all the time. But 99.9% of the people on the golf cart trails here live here.
Oh.
Just like the gates. I don't like people to get confused. Is that just because you see gates in the villages, we are not a gated community. And if you're looking to buy in a gated community, this ain't the community you want to buy in. We're a community with gates. I know it's just a play on words, but trust me when I tell you, it's a huge difference. Anybody, you don't need a card to come in here. Most residents use that card for a couple of reasons, but you don't need a card to come in and out of this place. There's a little red button at every gate entrance, whether it's manned or not manned, makes no difference. You just poke the button and then it'll open the gate and you can come on in. You cannot keep people out of here when the roads are public. Taxpayers are paying for these roads.
Cameras over here.
Huh?
Cameras over here.
Well, I don't care where the camera is. I'm watching down there. And so, anyway, anybody can come in here. It's a public road. So you can't keep taxpayers out.
Yeah.
Rocket launch just now, Pauline says.
I went out and watched it. That's why I didn't get out here right away. I went out and watched it.
Oh, I like to watch the night ones.
Yeah, the daytime ones, and I did get out in time, Pauline, to see it. But the daytime ones is just like, just like what the jet leaves. It's just a white streak going, but I can tell because it's going straight up where the jets are going this way. But yeah, that's all you can see in the daytime. Nighttime, oh, they're spectacular sometimes. You can see the burning, the engine. And I said, the last one that I seen, it not only had the red trail, but it also had several kind of halos. It was really pretty. We haven't seen a lot here lately because we had a lot of clouds because of the storms and everything. But
yeah, they had one right before the hurricane. Didn't see nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see anything because of the clouds.
The nighttime one I'm talking about.
Well, they put that one off. They had scheduled it for Monday, and then they went to Tuesday, then they went to Wednesday, and then they went to Thursday, and I was so ready to see it. And then, like I said, then you couldn't see anything when they did launch.
KM says mid-elections are coming if that's why the gas prices are going down.
Well, yeah,
I don't doubt that. I'll tell you what, those politicians, and I don't care, Republican, Democrat, they all do it. I don't care. I'm not pushing one side or the other, or I'm not bad-mouthing one side or the other. But they play the American public like a fiddle. They know exactly what we're looking at. They know exactly what to do. And all these fake games they play back and forth is just to get you to vote. Once you vote, then it's back to normal again. I get so tired of that.
Yeah. But what do you do? I mean, that's their protocol. That's how they do things.
Strong Woman says, hey. Hey.
So you don't have a celebrity like Robin here today, just me.
She just dropped by.
I know. And I said, she's a talker. She does great on camera. She really does.
Every now and then on Porch Settin, people just stop by. I don't care.
Yeah.
They just drop by and come up here and grab a chair and sit down and shoot the bull.
Yeah.
Just like when those people from England came here. I wasn't expecting it. They just showed up. That's fine. I think I
Yeah.
met him before, though.
Oh, I know you met him before. Yes. Because they give you that really, really pretty golf tee from that big golf course over there in the UK. It was beautiful. Kind of a golden, I can't think of what they call it now.
Buster says, took an early lunch today. It's not over. I will try to sneak in a little later when the work boss is not watching. I did that at work when I worked in a cabinet shop. We had one particular boss. He really wasn't my boss, but he was like the boss of the bosses. Almost sounds like the mafia, doesn't it?
Awesome.
But he used to just walk around. His name was Don Bardoner in Anderson, Indiana. I did not like the guy. I told him I didn't like him. And I told him, I said, if you're going to come through here, if you're going to criticize every time you come through here and I'm sitting and waiting for the glue to dry to finish the project up, I said, I will find a job somewhere else. Now that I'm a master cabinet maker, I can make good money working for your competition. And I meant it. And he stopped bothering me at that point. But he was the damnedest guy. I mean, I had seen this guy walk in. It was all men that worked out in the shop. And this guy would actually, he went in, one of his things that he did, he went into the bathroom where all the stalls are at, had the doors removed. And I asked him once, I said, why did you have doors taken off? He said, because that way you guys will get off the pot and get back to work because you don't want to sit there with other people watching you. That's what he told me.
Smart man.
Well, he didn't know us guys. Most of the guys have been from the military. They didn't care. They just sit in there and they just didn't care. And we could see each other. We just talked back and forth. We didn't care, you know. And so at one time, he came into the bathroom. I didn't do it. I wasn't there. I didn't see it, but I heard guys talking about it, and it really created a big ruckus. These kids today whine about so much crap that means nothing. Don went in and asked everybody sitting on the toilet what they were doing. Yeah. And one guy he said, well, I'm taking a, bad word. I'm taking a, yeah. And Don says, don't flush the toilet when you get up. He said, I want to see. He wanted to make sure he was actually in there, not wasting time. I swear to God.
That's insane.
It created such a ruckus over there. I mean, I don't know if he ever done it again, but that's the kind of guy he was. And so I didn't care for the guy.
Oh. We'll get better, baby. Dalton says he didn't go to school because he's sick today.
He ain't sick. He's faking it. All kids fake it, especially boys. Boys fake it more than girls. Mom, I don't feel good. I got a headache. I feel really bad. You're not going to make me go, you don't love me anymore.
Oh. Connie Reese wants to know we're having trouble getting groceries.
Who is?
And wants to know if we are. And
no, we're not having trouble getting them. It's just when they get some of your favorite stuff, they run out.
We are having somewhat of a trouble because, like the coffee creamer that we are buying now, all they've got is the what do they call unsweetened kind, which that works. I mean, it's good for me. It's the kind that has the Splenda in it or whatever, and I'm good with that. But it's not the regular. But that's all they have. So it's still got the same taste. And some of the other things are getting
my iced tea.
Well, yeah, the iced tea. And I said I have to switch back and forth between two different kinds because.
Well, we really like one.
Yeah, but he'll accept something else, and so I switch back and forth when I can find it. And I said I buy a lot of it at a time, and I suppose that's one of those things I should put on the list to have delivered because it'd be easier that way. And then they'll probably do away with it. That's my kind of luck. But yeah, it's not that we don't have things. We have a lot. The particular brands, if you're looking for, sometimes there's a problem with that.
GP says gas is $6.19 in California.
Oh, well, and there's somebody here from Nevada said they sent us an email shows what it was in Nevada.
Well, if I got an email, I haven't looked at my emails yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
I'm working on the W&L show for this month, believe that or not. I got some mail that Sue brought me today. I'll open it up on W&L. I'm guessing because it was over at the post office, I'm guessing it's probably, some donations for the Children's Wish thing that we do in December. I'm just guessing. I don't know that. But I'll open that up on W&L, show everybody that, and give credit to whoever credit's due. And what else was it? I'm going to give that magazine away today. Crap, it's in there.
Let me go get it.
You want me to go get it?
I can get into it better than you can, I think.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Go right ahead. Hey, y'all, I got you to myself now. Yeah, somebody said that they watched a rocket explode from St. James, and you don't get to see it like, you don't get to see the rocket launches like you would if you were right there. But really, and I said what we see is what they see from that. Like I said, we just don't see the ground area, just like fireworks. We watch the fireworks from here that they have over at the Wildwood Community Center. And I said, we can't see the ground display, but other than that, we can see all the fireworks. No. Did anybody go to the Heritage Festival yesterday? I forgot all about it. And I was intending to go. Or was it yesterday or Monday? But I was intending to go to see what it was like. Because used to, they had each one of the groups had their own parade and their own food and that kind of thing. And they've kind of combined them where they've got the Italian, the German, what have you. They have them all and call it the Heritage Festival. They're having another one in Spanish Springs. I'm not sure of the date. It's sometime this week, but they'll have another one. But I just didn't get to the one here in Brownwood, and that's the closest one to me. So my fault. Wasn't thinking. No. Then they had the
Gobsmacked. Did you get his package mailed out today?
I did.
She. I don't know if Gobsmack's a man or a woman.
I think it's a guy. Yes,
she mailed it today?
I got it out today.
It's mailed today, priority mail.
Yes.
You're welcome.
And I believe he's in California, isn't it? I think that's what was the address on it.
California?
Uh-huh.
I mean, we're starting to mail stuff to foreign countries?
Well, we do mail stuff to foreign countries, but this one just went to California.
That's a foreign country, right? That's why the gas is $7 a gallon, because they're not part of the United States.
Oh, well, you'd like to think so, but no. I'd been better off with my sunglasses out here. It's just nice out here today. Our
I said, temperatures, October's a good month to come down here. Anywhere in Florida, for that matter.
The thermostat's saying it's a lot warmer than what it feels out here, so.
Nope, it's 75 degrees.
Yeah, well, okay. It would feel like it's 75, yeah. I think.
But the longer you live in Florida.
75 is just perfect. 70 is chilly.
Yes. I swear to God, today's 75, and if I went down to Brownwood right now and walked around, I bet you I could find at least one or two women walking around with a sweater on.
I had my jacket on all morning.
See?
Well, when I walked this morning, it was 61. And to me, that's chilly. So I had my jacket on.
That's good walking weather. Walking keeps you warm.
Well, and up until the time I come back from the doctor's office, I had that jacket on. So, but he has warmed up since then. But it's very, very comfortable. Just a very light breeze and just a nice day. We've got a few
Nancy
clouds.
Gonzalez says she's not working today. Good. Make the old man go to work. That's Jose's wife, right?
Huh?
That's Jose's wife?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. Now, he comes to all the Patreon lunches, and she has to work and never gets to go.
Well, no, his name isn't Gonzalez, it's Guzman.
Oh.
So that's somebody different.
Oh, never mind. I get people mixed up.
uh, but yeah, it's beautiful out here today. I said we've got the awning over us, so it kind of blocks out a lot of the sun, but it's pretty. Sometimes I can come out here and all you see is blue sky. I mean, there's not a cloud. Yesterday it was like that. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, and it makes you think about like on a cruise ship, like you're out in the middle of the ocean. It's kind of that kind of a thing. That's goofy, I know, but
Hey, Teddy, just so you know, I mean, you're new to the channel. Yeah, you're always welcome to come, at least on my channel anyway. You're always welcome to come here. Only thing I ever ask anybody to do is please subscribe. And just for your own information, the last Wednesday of each month, we put on a Wednesday night live show. We commonly call it WNL. And on them shows, we have guests around here that does some kind of a service for not just the villages, maybe, but for the retiree and the area around here. And then we have Judy, which reports on the newer side down there where they're building new houses. And then Sue is supposed to be doing Lake Sumter, but there really ain't a lot going on up there. I mean, it's an older square, so they're pretty well done with what they're doing. As far as I know, there hadn't been any new stores or anything moved in Lake Sumter. And then I host the show and I control the board panels about bringing people in, taking people out as guests. And then we also have a chat on there where people can ask questions or make comments just like here. So, if you happen to think about it, it's on the last Wednesday of each month, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know where you live, but you'll have to do the math. 7 p.m. here might be 8 p.m. where you're at. I don't know that.
And it's still with Skip Smith, the Villages. And I said, but it's the WNL show, and he does put up a promo beforehand, and it kind of gives you an idea. This month we'll have the Medicare expert on.
Yeah, if you got Medicare questions, this is the guy. I've had him on about 3 times before.
Yeah, Craig, and I say he's very, very. He's a good speaker, but he's very informative. He knows when you have questions, he knows what to let you know. And I said we put his phone number on a little ribbon at the bottom, and you can call him with your Medicare questions and what have you, because a lot of people coming down here aren't on Medicare yet.
Well, in Florida insurance, he knows that too.
Yeah, and I said, and so he kind of directs you to that kind of thing. He's helped a lot of people out because everybody's wanting to know, who do you go to for that kind of information when you come down here and you're not Medicare eligible. You got to have insurance. And I said, once your company insurance is gone, then it's kind of a problem trying to get all that arranged. But he's very, very good at explaining things. So be sure to join us last Wednesday of the month, 7 o'clock, for the WNL show.
We've had, because of the roofing problem and insurance problems down here with homeowners insurance, we had an insurance agent on the show to talk about it. People could ask questions about it. We also had a custom, I'll call him a cabinet builder, furniture builder. That was on last month's show.
Yeah, fitted furniture.
And trying to think of some other. We had the chief of police for Fruitland Park on the show.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me, why did you have him on the show? Well, in case you don't know, part of the Villages is in Fruitland Park.
Yeah.
And that's their police officer there. And so we had him on the show to ask any kind of questions. I'm sure, I don't remember what all they asked him, but I'm sure it was about crime rates and, stuff like that. By the way, he's supposed to be give me a call or an email, let me know about this police ride-along thing, and I haven't heard anything yet. I'm disappointed.
Well, and he may have been outvoted on that. So
he's the chief.
Ups.
How can you outvote the chief?
Well, there's somebody higher than him. You know that.
The mayor?
Well, I don't know how they do that kind of thing. Commissioners and that kind of thing.
Hey, how do you think Cops does it?
They're a little bit bigger show. I don't know.
Oh, that's wrong. Maybe they pay him. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, well, the UK is here.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm not that far down yet. I'm behind again.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
Oh, Liverpool's here. Liverpool, Ohio.
Oh, okay. Oh, and William Bear, he has a confession to make.
Uh-oh.
Says, I am 59-year-old Florida native and I have never seen snow. Oh my.
Well, I'll say when I was younger, snow didn't really bother me. The only thing that ever bothered me in snow is the idea that I was a truck driver and I had to drive in it. And I pulled pups. And if you don't know anything about pups and semi-truck, a single axle semi-truck, snow and us just did not get along whatsoever. And so it was nerve-wracking, crazy nerve-wracking. So whenever I was an owner-operator and had my own semi-tractors, tandem axle tractors, during the winter months, and she'll tell you, I drove in a lot of places to stay as much out of the ice and snow as I could. I'd go out west, I would go down to Florida, run down the coastal, over to Texas, around Texas, and then back to Indiana. But even then, I've been in some horrific snowstorms, like in Dallas. You probably don't think of snow in Dallas, but I was in one where I was at a truck stop for 2 days in Dallas. I couldn't get out. So, I did the best I could to stay out of it. Let me just say that as you get older, I don't know if it's the snow that bothers people so much or the cold weather that accompanies snow. Because you hear people all the time, they never mention the snow that much. They always say, I want to get out of the cold weather. So I think it's the cold that really affects people more than anything.
I don't know. I hated the snow. And I think that's why he retired when he did. I was sitting down here, and I said, sitting at the pool, and he was up there trucking in the snow. It didn't take very long for him to decide, I think I need to go to Florida.
Well, we always knew he was coming down here.
We knew
we didn't know if he was going to come here exactly. This was top one. This really wasn't our number one choice. But after we went down to Punta Gorda after a hurricane hit, this became number one choice.
Yes.
After we seen if you've never seen the effects of a good hurricane, it's an eye opener. I'm telling you. And so everybody says, I want a house close to the beach. I want a house close to the beach. Well, if you've got the money, I say go for it. Why not? I would too. But if you haven't got the money, I'm going to tell you, you don't want to be close to the beach. I'm telling you, you don't. The insurance, it's just, you just don't.
And then God bless them, the people that's struggling with that. I mean, we were lucky. We were north of the storm, but, as close as Orlando. I mean, and Orlando's 40 minutes from us. And they were flooded. Kissimmee, flooded. I've never seen that kind of devastation this far inland. And I said, we were just in Punta Gorda a couple weeks ago. We went down there with our granddaughter, and we love that place. But yeah, after we seen the first hurricane that hit there, we thought, no, that's not for us.
No, because when you get older, I mean, seriously, when you get, say, 70 and above, do you want to deal with that? The cleaning up, the insurance arguments that's going to happen? The insurance is just going to look, when there's 1,000 homes that's destroyed, the insurance companies are going to look for a reason not to pay. Yeah. That's what they do. And at 75, I don't want to go through that. All this arguing and stuff. I'll be the guy out in the front yard having a heart attack arguing with these people.
Yeah.
So we decided to come inland, knowing that we could get hit by a hurricane, and we have. Yeah. But we also knew that when a hurricane hits land, generally speaking, they die out pretty quick. Irma, when it hit Tampa, I've mentioned this before, was a Category 4. By the time I got here, it was Category 1. Now, we had a little bit of damage down here to Category 1. But when you compare losing a house to where I lost 20 shingles, it's not really that much to even worry about.
That's true. Oh, and we got a nice email from Linda Meath. I believe that's what her name was. And I'm not sure whereabouts she is. She's south of us. And she rode out the storm in a mobile home. And God bless you. You made it okay, and there's trees down around you and everything, but you were able to make it. And I just don't know what to say. I'm glad you made it okay.
I've told people, if you're in a situation like that, give me a call. I got an air mattress. We'll figure it out. Really. I mean, our granddaughter called us up. She said, I don't know what to do. She said, I'm really scared. This is my first hurricane. Yeah. I said, pack your bags and get your ass over here. She said, well, I got my 2 dogs. I said, bring them over here. Well, what are you going to do? I don't want you to sit there and have the house cave in around all of you.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they did. I think everything was fine because the hurricane took a different path. At that point, they didn't know really what the path was going to be.
Yeah.
They were all over the place. And I don't think anybody predicted the hurricane to go all the way across Florida over to the East Coast. I don't think anybody predicted that.
When, the hard part was they predicted it was going to hit Tampa. And so everybody there was, they were very involved in getting ready for the storm.
Yeah.
But then when it hit south in Fort Myers, those people thought it was going to miss them. And so, they weren't really as prepared as what they should have been. They were in the cone of uncertainty, but the direct hit, they thought was going to be Tampa.
Must have been that hurricane wobble.
Yes, it was the wobble.
You guys ever hear that? That's a common phrase down here when they talk about hurricanes, a hurricane wobble.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd never heard that word before until when they got signs of a hurricane here, the news is on 24 hours a day telling you about the storm and where it's at and where it's going and that kind of thing. And it kind of made a change, like the last 24 hours, it made a change. It did a wobble and went south of where it was actually going to go. So it just, it's Mother Nature.
Kelly B says you need to follow up and get that ride along scheduled.
Yeah.
I've sent him 2 emails, Kelly. I don't know what else to do. I don't want to go to the police station and go in there, and make a scene. I don't want to do any of that. I'm just guessing that he's busy. Maybe something's came up that I don't know about, that maybe I'm not supposed to know about. There's always at a police station, there's always stuff going on. So I just figure he'll get a hold of me. But I will tell you that the chief of police is a friend of Linda's. And if he doesn't get in contact with me soon, I'm sicking Linda on him.
Yeah. And they said she's good at getting things done. And she's been posting a lot of food online because she's vegan, and I said she's finding different recipes and things to. And we do have a club down here at Whole Food Vegans, and she belongs to that. But she's been posting a lot of food online that she's cooking herself. That she's finding in different places, and some of it looks very, very good. She had a recipe for no tuna salad the other day. Looked delicious, but there was no tuna in it. So I think I'm going to try it, but I'm having trouble with all the ingredients that they use in some of this stuff because it took tahini. I never heard of tahini. And so I had to ask her what it even was because I didn't know even where to look in the store. And I didn't find it in the store, so I think I'll order it off of Amazon. But she fixed it for Roy, and he loved it. He thought it was delicious. So I'm going to give it a shot.
Marcia says pork loin chops. I don't know what that means.
That's probably what it was instead of a thick pork chop. It was probably a
whatever it was. Chop. I don't like it. And to be honest with you, I am tired of dealing with these grocery stores.
You take what you can get.
No, no. I want what I'm paying for. That's what I want. And if they can't give me a proper steak, I don't want it anymore. I'll just go to Texas Roadhouse when I want a steak. I always get a decent one there. Or what's the other one? Other steakhouse I go to, I like.
Oh, Longhorn?
Longhorn. I'll go there. I've never had a bad steak. It's not the most expensive place in town, and I can afford it. I'll go there. I mean, I'm done with this. I'm done with these grocery stores. Fruit's another one. Half the time we get fruit, and you open it up. The outside looks okay. The inside's half rotten. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Listen, there's inspectors that inspects this fruit before a grocery store accepts the load. I know this because I used to haul this stuff, and they're taking anything, I think.
Yeah. But like and too, the first week they put it out, it's good. The next week it's somewhat good. If you're into the third week, you take your chances if you buy it. True.
Sam Z says, Skip, I'm with you on that. Always stick with the original. You can't go wrong. That's right.
You don't do the shopping.
Don't care. If we can't afford the name brand stuff, I say don't buy anything.
Oh my. Well, that'd save me.
What kind of peanuts do I eat? What's the brand name peanuts that I order? Planters. So if they don't have Planters and we can't afford Planters, don't buy anything.
Like I said, you just don't make it easy. That's
as easy as it gets. Okay. Well, we're out of Planters. I guess we're not getting that.
Well, you do the grocery shopping.
I'm not. Well, I did. I have done this.
Until you found DoorDash. He found out DoorDash, and it was so much easier.
Yeah, I just call Publix, tell them what I want, and they just bring it to the
Yeah,
house.
yeah, that's true. That's true. And I think what are the other? Well, they've got Instacart and Uber Eats, and there's so many options right now. A lot of people are afraid to use them, and I said they're good. There's not a problem with them. They do charge you, but like I say, if where you're ordering stuff from is very far away, of course the price shows that. But I know that he ordered from Bob Evans, which is just down at Colony from us, and it was $6 to deliver at that time. I don't know what it is now.
Wasn't $6, Dan. Like when I ordered that Thanksgiving food on there, she says, "When do you want it delivered?" And I told her, I said, "Well, I don't know. Anytime, I can always reheat it." And then she said, "Well, how about such and such time?" And I said, "That's good." They didn't have it.
What's that got to do with the price?
I thought you said it just took 6 hours to get it delivered.
No, I said it was $6.
Oh, the DoorDash thing is $6.
But like I said, that was last Thanksgiving. I'm sure it's higher now because everything's went up higher. But it was a good meal.
Well, according to Nancy Pelosi, we can use the illegals down here to do this because we need them to pick the fruit.
Don't start. We don't do politics here or religion because it just causes arguments.
I like to poke the bear with a stick once in a while.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Oh, and Nancy Gonzalez says a different Nancy. Exit 10 at New Jersey.
And Jose's last name is what?
Guzman.
Guzman. That's right. Guzman.
Yeah.
Is that a Spanish name? Guzman?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, here. I'm just curious.
I don't know what makes you think he's Spanish.
He's Puerto Rican.
That's different. That's a different country.
They speak Spanish, right?
I don't know.
Or a form of it?
Well, I don't know. He speaks perfectly good English to me.
So Guzman is a Puerto Rican name?
I don't know.
Like Smith is an American name. We all know that.
I don't know.
It comes from Germany.
Okay.
Schmidt.
I don't know.
Schmidt in Germany. They changed to Smith in America to blend in. That's how it got here.
Yeah.
So Guzman is a Puerto Rican name. I'm not big on knowing other countries' nationalities, but when I do the news, there's so many people from all over the world that get arrested here for one reason or another. I can't even hardly pronounce their last names anymore.
Oh.
I can't even make heads or tails of what that name. There's one in the news today. I'm looking at it going, I'm not saying that name on this Friday's news. I'm not saying this name because I don't even know what it is.
Okay. Anyway, in that case, you just spell it and let everybody.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put his name on there, and then on his T-shirt, I'm going to put his name because I can't say it.
Oh. Hi, Shirley Ann. Yeah, we got to get caught up here.
Ellen Ray says, anytime my husband doesn't like what's served for dinner, he says, "Darn it, not camping food again." I can't say that because whenever we went camping, like in Rockport, I think we've always ate fairly well. Not big time money stuff. Well, kind of is sometimes. But at home, we always had simple stuff. My cousin was next door. He barbecues out a lot. So I don't know. And then potato salad, that what you call picnic food, I guess. That's to me, it's like comfort food. Potato salad, macaroni salad, hamburgers on the grill, hot dogs on the grill, that kind of stuff. I'm good with all that. But when I go to the store, and the excuse around here is, well, everything's higher now because of COVID. I'm so sick of that, and then you buy stuff and you take it home and you go to cook it after you paid top dollar for this, and it's crap. It's no good. It just isn't right. And they say, well, bring it back. Well, the point is, I don't want to take it back. I don't want to spend more money in gas and my time going back and forth to these stores to correct a problem that they should have corrected from the very beginning.
Yes, boss.
Rant over.
and Mimi says she loves Kroger delivery. And I've heard a lot of good things about the Kroger delivery, but I like to support the locals, So I do Winn-Dixie and Publix and Aldi's because they're here, and I think we should support them. Although I've heard a lot of good things about that Kroger delivery. We had Kroger up north, and it's an excellent store. It really is. But but yeah, I've heard they do a really good job around here. I've seen them every morning when I walk. You know, the guys are sitting at the postal stations, waiting to make their deliveries. I guess they've got a time frame, but nice. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say they were very good. Just not something that I'm going to do right now. You never know. If I keep having this problem, I might call and see what they got.
I was thinking about calling them or having them stop by anyway and talk to them. Can't think of the name of the company. The little yellow truck that goes around and delivers food to people's houses every month. Schwann's.
Yeah, the Swan.
Just to check out their steaks.
Well, you know, I've had a lot of their stuff. I've never had steak.
I don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
But the steaks is a thing. And even the hamburger. Now, the last hamburgers you've been buying, those seem to be okay. But I know we're paying top dollar for them things.
Yeah.
But
and if you can find them, that's the hard part, is finding
and
it.
then regular hamburger, once again, it's iffy. You have one hamburger patty, it's okay. Next hamburger patty's got gristle and everything else in it.
Mm.
I hate that. When I bite into something, I want it to taste the same all the time. I don't want, is this one going to be a good one? I don't know. Well, the landscapers are out today. Wednesday must be our neighborhood for everybody to get their yard sprayed and mowed.
Yeah, pretty much. But like, that's pressure washing. Yeah. Innovative pressure washing.
They're not going to like that. Well, unless he's getting a driveway pressure washed, maybe. But
well,
my own personal opinion is do not get your house pressure washed. Just don't do it. It causes too many problems. Use no pressure washing system, and they're around here. We've given the number out on the one we use for years now, and we've never had a problem with it. It's cheap, relatively cheap compared to what you pay for stuff around here.
Yeah.
And they're not going to destroy anything. And that having somebody come in with a high pressure wash, one, it can actually make chunks of your concrete chip out. It can. I've seen it done. And then the other one is it blows water up in the attic, and it's just, you just don't want to do that. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't want to do that. You do whatever you want.
Yeah, I've a lot of people swear by the pressure washing, and we haven't had to do that since we started using these people. They're very good and nice. It's a lot easier on all your stuff. They also, it's something you were supposed to tell them to do this time, was to do the bricks out front.
He didn't come with a steam cleaner.
Yeah, okay.
He says, I can use my pressure washer, which is the thing that I'm always against anyway. I said, nah, just forget it then. He said, well, the only one that's got steam cleaner is this other guy. I said, yeah, that's the guy that normally comes here. That's why I asked for steam cleaning.
Yeah.
He goes, well, he's off sick or something. I forget what it was. He kept saying, but I can use my high pressure washer. I said, no, forget it. I don't want it. So we didn't get it done. And when I talk to him, I'm going to let him know that too.
Yeah, Teddy, it's no pressure. It's no pressure incorporated. And I said they don't use, they spray the chemical on. They let the chemicals do the work. And the chemicals, I'm telling you, they don't kill my plants. I've got flower pots that sits around the house, and when they're washing it, it doesn't bother them at all. And they spray the chemical on there, and then they come back with the regular garden hose and wash it down. And I said it always works, and it's just so much easier on your house. We've got vinyl, but I've seen them do it with the stucco, and it's just a lot easier on all your outside works.
Now, the thing about stucco is if you don't have gutters all the way around your house, and there's going to be a lot of people that tell you don't need them, and you don't. You really don't need gutters. But if you don't have gutters on your stucco house, or vinyl-sided house for that matter, when the rainwater washes off the roof, especially down here when we have tropical storms, hurricanes, all them kind of things, there's a lot of water that comes off that roof. And it all goes down and drains off the roof in a nice straight line on around the edges. Ugh, beer's giving me gas.
I don't need to know that.
And what it does, it splashes that sand. They have a special sand around your house to put the foundation on. It's kind of a reddish type sand or whatever it is. Well, that color of that gets splashed up on your house. On my vinyl home, that can be washed right off. But on a stucco home, if you don't get it off right away, it will actually penetrate the concrete and stain the house. Now you got to get the house painted. Well, I just get mine washed. But the thing that I'm getting at is this is one of the reasons why I got gutters all the way around the house is to keep that problem from even happening. Gobsmack says 2. I don't know what that means either. You guys are going to have to start typing things that make sense to me. 2. I don't know what that means.
Did he win that one?
Gobsmack says, how about Omaha Steaks? Now, I have heard a lot about Omaha Steaks, but I don't know anything about them. I don't know who delivers them. Do we have to order them? Do they ship them in dry ice? How's this work?
Well, and I said that before, that it's kind of like what you were talking about with the compact, No, I don't know. Like, it's been a long time since I've ordered any. I used to, that's what I used to order for my mom and dad for Christmas every year. Is I'd send them, they have different packages of Omaha Steaks, and I used to send them that. But and they do have it in a cooler with dry ice. But like, I haven't had any for a long, long time. But like I said, at that time, I thought that's what it was. Is kind of the steak was pressed, different kinds of meats that was pressed to make it look like a steak. Maybe it's not that way anymore. I don't know.
William Barr says $2.97 is the average around Leesburg. So it might be below 3 pretty well everywhere in the central part of Florida then.
Yeah.
Mostly, I guess.
Like I said, it'll take the rest of the day before Marathon catches up, I think. But yeah, the rest of them were below 3.
Rick Anderson says the proper thing, no doubt. Dalton says hi. I'm just now getting down there.
Oh my.
Am I way behind?
Yes, you're way behind.
Dalton, are you faking sick? I know how it goes, Sid, because I used to fake it when I was a kid too.
Yeah. Well, Birdie says Swan is big up here in Minnesota. Not cheap, but top of the line.
They come around our neighborhood about once a month. And
yeah,
they stop at houses and do whatever they're doing there. I think what they do is they drop off your order, then they leave you a piece of paper to fill out for the next order or something like that.
Yeah.
And I've seen them come through here quite a bit. I don't know everything that they do sell, but these steaks around here are getting to be such crap, and I'm tired of paying for it. I'm just wondering 2 things. 1, what's the quality of their steaks? And 2, the price compared to what we're paying at say Publix.
Yeah, they're famous for their ice cream products, and like I said, I have had that, and they are excellent.
By the way, what's our favorite ice cream?
Blue Bunny.
That cheesecake one.
Yeah. Blue Bunny terrific cheesecake.
Oh my God!
It's a cherry cheesecake in ice cream. Yeah. It's the best.
Don't eat it. I swear to God, you'll get addicted to it. It's like methamphetamine, man. You'll get addicted to it.
Yeah, it is very addictive. And I don't do that much ice cream, but the stuff it's just very addictive.
GP says $6.19 in California. Have I already said that? GP?
Probably.
I think I have. Okay.
Yeah, you're way above.
Yeah. Well, he's in that other country.
Okay.
We have 2 other countries in the United States other than the United States. California's one. What's the other country?
Texas.
Texas!
I love Texas.
I like Texas. I could live there. I could actually live there. I could find me a spot.
Yeah. But they're different. Oh, that's the True Green guy. He's coming to spray.
Here?
Uh-huh.
My house?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then I wanted to ask him about that place back there in the backyard. I don't know what's going on back there. There's a big bare spot.
I don't know.
Or I don't know if we got a sprinkler that's out.
Or crotch crickets.
Mole crickets?
Mole crickets. Yeah, mole
crickets. It might be mole crickets. I don't know, I don't know what they look like, but you did find one the other day.
I found one the other day out here, dying.
Well, and that's what it looks like because it's just all dead in that one area. But I wasn't.
I bet it's mole cricket.
Oh, well, then we need to get it taken care of.
He don't do insects, does he?
They do, but I don't have that program. All I have
is
from the spray.
Just that simple. He won't do it.
No. But is there something we can buy to use on it?
Yeah, you can go to Lowe's. They got a bag of stuff for mole crickets. I had it before. You throw it on there and it kills them.
Oh, okay.
The water washes down and kills them.
Okay.
He's going to spray his yard.
Well, yeah, I think he does both of them. Grass-fed beef. It has good flavor. You can get it online, and if you have a whole food, beef is delish. Okay. Well, we don't. We have
See,
a fresh market. We don't have a Whole Foods.
here's another comment I don't understand from Scott Holt. Ruth, suggest to your, oh, this is somebody else. Never mind.
Yeah.
He's talking to somebody else.
Yeah. When he says to talk amongst yourself, yeah, he gets confused.
Rod Gottinger, I haven't seen him on here for a while.
Yeah.
So I am glad I am able to catch your show. I finally moved to the villages in DeLuna. You make about the fifth or sixth person that we know that's moved into DeLuna.
Yeah,
DeLuna seems to be a real popular area right now.
And that's what they're concentrating on selling right now, so you can get the best prices. When they concentrate on something, that's where they have the best prices. The next one will be Richmond, and I said, you'll get a lot of good prices. There, let me take care of this.
My number one rule is don't bother the help. One is they don't want you to bother them. And two, it makes their day longer. And it's probably just annoying to the employee to bother the help. Dalton says, I'm sick. Yeah, we'll see. Huh?
Can you hear all right?
Hear what?
Can you hear all right?
Who am I talking to?
I just want to know if that was interrupting you.
Nah, they can hear me over there. I get the microphone right here. So, I mean, they can hear that, but they can hear me over top of that. Who's that car? I swear to God, I'm seeing so many cars I've never seen before. Is it vacation time around the world now? I just see an awful lot of young people walking around here in the evening, but I have no idea who they are.
There's a lot of new people, and I think they're showing the family the place.
Oh.
Yeah, we got a lot of new.
Just wondering. I like to know, who to keep an eye on. Kathy B said it looks like a nice day here today. It is a nice day. One of them days where you can just sit outside all day, really. Just chilly enough for me that I would not go to a swimming pool, but I could sit out here for a while and look around. So I got to get in there and I got to edit that video and get it done for next Monday. Teddy says, who puts a bee in your bonnet? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I upset him some. Okay. My goodness.
No, there's no laugh track on here. This is live. We're sitting outside. I'm not in the studio. In the studio, I got all that kind of stuff, but out here, nah. That laugh track you hear is probably Sue giggling in the background.
It's just me. Yes, Rick, that's right. Don't mess with Sue.
Oh, by the way, getting ready for the W&L show. If any of you, once again, any of you that's got pictures of something around the villages that you've seen that you thought was newsworthy, let's say, or funny, or something like that, if you've got a short video of it or whatever, or a picture, Send them to me with an explanation of what it is, because I may use it on a W&L show. Show other people what's going on around here.
Yeah. And I said, if you got any pictures of the Heritage Festival, that would be nice. Since I didn't get there, I kind of want to know what went on. The paper had a lot of pictures of it, though. So, and I know about what they do of all the festivals. So I've been to so many of them. I'm curious as how crowded it was in Brownwood with all the new people coming into the southern end. Um, I could just imagine it was probably end-to-end people, but I don't know. I'd like to know, was it easy to find a parking space? Of course it's not. It never was, but at least I'm sure it's going to get worse.
John and Jane said they sent me a picture of gas around Lake Tahoe area at $6.45 a gallon. I got a picture from somebody, I think around, I'll just say LA area. I don't know if I don't remember what it said exactly, but the picture they sent me shows gas over $7 a gallon.
Yeah.
So, only thing I got to say about that, it must be what you want. You voted for them.
That's why so many people's moving here. We've got a lot of California people moving here. And the schools are on fall break already. Well, there's a difference between city schools and county schools. They're like a week or two difference. So I'm pretty sure that's why Dalton's sick and can't go to school.
I'm just now getting down to where she asked if you had trouble getting groceries.
Oh, yeah, you're way behind.
I know.
Yeah. The sovereign state of Tennessee, gas is $3.02 to $3.14, a mile off the Kentucky line.
Susan Goodman says that they arrive in the villages tomorrow, I think. Right? Tomorrow, my husband and I arrive as full-time villagers.
Yay! Welcome.
Do you know what village they're in?
I thought she said.
Oh, I haven't.
Probably DeLuna.
Maybe I haven't got that far down there.
Yeah, probably DeLuna.
I don't know. I'm noticing on the website, not here, but on the village's website, they're selling an awful lot of pre-owned homes up north right now.
Yeah.
They're averaging like 247 pre-owned homes are sold every month.
Jeez, I have to go a long way back to find it. Oh, Mimi, the sugar-free creamer is at Winn-Dixie. And actually, I actually seen some at Dollar General the other day, which surprised me.
I'm waving. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Maybe it's somebody watching the channel.
Could be.
Whoever they was, come on back and have a beer.
Yeah. Or coffee. We don't have to use beer that early.
Or iced tea. Or wine. God, you name it, we got it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you ought to see the stack of beer. We are fortunate. People bring us stuff all the time.
Dalton says I'm not faking it. I'll be the judge of that.
Well, I can't find Susan's anywhere, so.
What is my thoughts on getting solar panels? Is it even worth it? It ain't for me, GP. I don't really know that much about solar panels on a residence, how it works. I know how it works on an RV. On an RV, if I was living in an RV, say full time, which really sounds like an interesting idea to me, but if you can do that, I would probably have it on an RV because I know how it works. In a resident home, I don't know how it actually works. Somehow, some way, I think the way it works is this: however many solar panels you get generates electricity. That goes into your meter, and I understand what it does. Actually, whatever electricity you're using in the house, it actually will slow your meter down to where they're gauging how much electricity you're actually producing compared to how much electricity you actually need. And so that's how it kind of works. For me, I don't know. I'm on that 10-year countdown. I'll be dead within 10 years. I think you gotta have it for like 20 years to get to a break even point. The government kickbacks they used to give you on it. What do they call that when the government would give you so much money back on your taxes? Like for an electric car, you got this government kickback, and for
Yeah.
panels. Anyway, in the state of Florida, they took it away from you. You don't get that in Florida anymore. So you're kind of left out on your own on that. And I think you'll just have to do the math, sit down with somebody. And there again, we had a guest on our WNL show. How many months ago has it been? Probably
It's probably been 6
months.
Yeah.
On our show that they specialized in residential solar. And those two guys. And his mother actually lives here in the Villages. And so we had him on the show, and he talked about it and answered a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So
And then with me, it's the time thing there. We don't figure we've got the time to recoup our money, and truthfully, living here, the prices for the electricity here wasn't a big deal. Now it's getting a little bit more expensive. You know, my highest bill used to be $158, and now it's up to $178. It's probably the worst bill I've ever had, but still, that's doable. Like I said, once you put the solar panels in, you know, that's a big expense, and it takes a long time to get your money back. And I said, like you said,
says, "Where's the sugar-free creamer? She can't find any."
Winn-Dixie. Winn-Dixie is where I usually buy it. Yeah.
Did you already answer that question?
Yes, I have.
I'm behind.
Oh, and let's see. And Susan Goodman, they bought in Della Vista West.
Oh, I know where that is. There's like two. There's Della Vista East, Della Vista West. Then Hacienda's got like four: north, south, east, and west. It's confusing up there to me.
Yeah. William wants to know how many people's listening today. Right now, we've got 133.
Gobsmack says, "Hey Sue, take the cheaper iced tea and pour it in Skip's favorite bottle." It won't work.
I tried, but he knows.
I know. I'm the guy that you could put a Pepsi and a Coke side by side, blindfold me, and I'll pick out the Coke every time. Rick Anderson says, "Poor Sue. Skip is a picky fella." I'm really not. What she keeps trying to do is change things, and I wish she'd just leave it alone. Here's what I like to eat, period. I don't care what's on sale. I never did. I don't care that this has got 2 for $1 on it. I don't care. That's not what I eat. I don't care that this one peanut over here is $2 cheaper per can. I don't eat that. I eat Planters. Pay the extra $2. I've worked my whole life. Pay the extra $2.
But you know, if they don't have Planters, I don't get the options because I know he won't eat them, and like I say, you just end up throwing them away. But yeah, he knows the difference. He knows the difference in the tea. Now, to me, I don't drink much tea, so I can't tell the difference in the taste. But he can. You know, it's like buying a store-bought corn and Del Monte. You know, there's a difference there. And I say it's doable, but he can tell the difference. I remember he used to have to put he uses Splenda in his coffee now, but he didn't used to. And I said, when I would try to sneak it in, he would have a fit. He would always know the difference. So.
Yeah, I know. You can't fool me on some of this stuff. Some things you probably fool me on, but on my favorite things, no, you're not going to fool me on it. I'm going to know. Sometimes I can go by looks. Sometimes I can go by smell, but mostly it's by taste or texture. Texture is a big thing to me.
Yeah.
Meadow says, late to the party. Was your granddaughter able to make it home? Yeah, she went home Friday. Last Friday.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, she went home Friday.
The hurricane hit Wednesday, right? And we had her stay an extra day just to make sure it was clean up over there.
Yes.
Not here so much, but over there. And then what? She's the boss.
Thank you. Uh-huh.
What do you say about that back there?
Oh, yeah, now.
Hey! Do you know about insects? We got a bare spot back there, and I'm wondering if it's not those
mole crickets.
Can you look and see?
I mean,
I'll show you.
Go back there and show him.
Yeah.
I bet he appreciated that, me yelling at him. Oh, gosh. Anthony says, great to see you both. Well, it's great to see you too, Anthony. Appreciate you guys coming. I know I'm not looking at the camera, but see, that's why I like sitting the other way, because I could look out across the neighborhood, and yet it looked like I was looking at the camera. And now you see what I do all the time. I'm always watching people going by and seeing who's who, and I'm just a big nib shit.
Yes, just wash it off.
What do you think? Mole crickets?
No.
No?
Cinch bugs.
Cinch bugs?
Yeah.
Oh, I may have a spray for that. I don't know. Does he have anything? Looks like he's getting something out. What the heck's a cinch bug? They got more weird bugs in the state of Florida.
They do. They have a lot of weird bugs in Florida.
Love bugs, cinch bugs, mole crickets. I mean, come on.
I need to wash this stuff off my feet. I forgot went out there barefoot.
I don't have to or anything.
Yeah, he said it would.
Oh. Well, see, now there you go. There you go. He just told Sue to wash that stuff off her feet that he sprayed our yard with, right? So that it could affect her in some way, right? And yet, I've told Rohan, I don't know how many times, these are the same people that, not just this guy, but all the landscaper guys that spray the yards with these chemicals. They got their boots on, they got all over the boots, and they'll go up to the swimming pool areas that are for residents only, and they walk in and out of the pool area where everybody else is running around barefoot with these chemicals on their boots, and they just won't do anything about it. It just boggles my mind. It's going to take a lawsuit. Somebody's going to be able to prove something one of these days, and there's going to be a lawsuit. Gas in my area in New Hampshire, I think it is, 317. I assume that's getting better. Kind of hope so, huh? Teddy's laughing. I don't know. What did I do? Have I done something stupid? It would be the first time. And Gobsmack says, gee, man or woman, thanks. I don't know, Gobsmack. I mean, I can't go by that name, Gobsmack. That could be anybody. I don't know. I don't know who you are. So I don't know if you're a man or a woman. I don't think you've ever said. I've never asked. I generally don't ask. I just go by people's names they got on here. Meow says, gorgeous out. I was just having a coffee by the pool. Yeah, it is, ain't it, Mimi? Today's a nice day. Just nice. You know, if you had to pick a picture perfect day, the day would be at the top 10, wouldn't it? Temperature wise, breeze wise, nice clouds. Well, I say clouds, what do you call them? Cumulus clouds, nice little puffy white clouds. Let me turn the camera around real quick now that Sue's not here. I can come over here and turn it around so you can kind of see, those of you that's looking. Can you see them? Nice little puffy white clouds. You see my prawns on the palm tree kind of moving around a little bit. That's our only breeze we got. Looks pretty good. Let me turn it back around.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do those things spread really quick?
Yeah, that's why I circulated around it, so it won't go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll put a service call so I can come and put some potash on top of it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. He took care of that, I guess. See, because there's a couple places here in the front yard. There's a couple little dead spots, like right over here.
Yeah.
I thought maybe the guy mowing the grass may have dripped a little bit of gas or something there. So maybe we got cinch bugs up here too.
Well, like he said, he went around in a circle
That's back there, not up
back there, and he's going to put an order in to come out and put some potash on it.
What, potash kills cinch bugs?
I don't know anything about them. I'll have to look it up because that's one thing I really don't know much about.
Hey, I don't either.
So,
Let me tell you what, when you come to Florida, if you think you know something about raising nice, green, pretty, weedless grass, wait till you come down here. It's a whole new education.
yeah. Our grass up north looked like we lived on the golf course. I mean, it looked that beautiful, and it's a struggle down here. It really is. We've got zoysia, which is a little bit different. Some of you people in the new area, you've got the Bermuda grass, or what's the other?
Mimi says, is your pool heated? Yeah, they're all heated. What is it, 82 or something?
I
But
think
they got to turn it on, and I don't know if they got it turned on
she's
yet.
talking to somebody specific.
Me,
Emily.
because I said today's probably a chilly day to go to the pool.
Oh.
She said, your pool heated? I said, it is, but I don't know if they got the heat turned on yet.
Yeah.
They don't turn that on. They don't leave it heated.
Yes, they do. It's
no,
heated
they don't.
year-round.
Because when it's 90 degrees outside, why would you turn a heater on?
I don't know.
Susan. Or maybe she's talking to Susan because Susan says yes.
I think so.
Hey, I talk to everybody.
Yeah,
I don't care.
we don't know what we're doing here.
I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
How many folks are listening today? Well, I don't know. It's way over there, and it's a little bitty number in that top right.
140 now on my phone.
I don't even have that on my phone.
Yeah.
140?
Yeah.
Well, that's not very many, really. I mean, it's okay, but
yeah.
I'd like it to get about 500 or 600.
We had what, 560?
Last one, yeah.
That was the week before that, I think. But yeah. But
the hard thing about the count is somebody comes in, they watch for 10 minutes like WrestleMania, and then he leaves. Well, when he leaves, then somebody else comes in. So when you see that 140 and it stays steady at 140, at least half of those people has turned over 3 times.
Yeah.
So it's hard to keep count of, actually, when this ends, then it'll come up and tell me how many people actually viewed the live chat. And that's really the only accurate number that I get.
Yeah. Hey, Carol. Yeah, you're down in that DeLuna area. Like I said, a lot of people that's where they're concentrating on selling right now. So a lot of people are moving there right away. And I said, when we did your house, and we noticed how many empty places they were still building down there. So they're trying to sell it out now. The next one will be Richmond. I don't know. Richmond's actually the closest one to us, I think, right now.
Richmond is the closest one to Brownwood.
Yeah, to Brownwood.
So that's a real estate guy I used to know. His name was Bob Beachman. He was the guy that designed and got the financing for the 3 pyramids in Indianapolis, and I knew this guy. He was a real nice guy, but he was a little out there. And he told me that when a friend of mine, Jim Ayers, owned a lot of land, and he was going to sell it to developers, Bob told him the way you do that is you start the furthest out, and then you move in to where everything's at. So that's what they've done here. I've watched that. Brownwood's right there. They started selling way out, and now they're moved in closer to Brownwood to sell those last. So that's probably what's going to happen when they start that new square. What's it called down there? Eastport. They'll start selling lots the furthest away from there, and then the closer they get to Eastport, they'll start selling all that stuff.
And they're kind of at that point now where they're selling, and I said they'll start going the other direction. It won't be as close to us; it'll be close to Eastport. No, I'm really anxious to see what it looks like when they get that down there. I think it's going to be different because they have the best designers here. I can't tell you, like all the rec centers. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful in some of these places? Some of them, the design itself, the furniture they use in them, it's just incredible. You feel like you're really in the lap of luxury here.
Susan said we didn't really like the turnpike view and noise or the power lines.
So they went to Della Vista West.
Well, that's okay. That's fine. I'm just saying, people just you just need to be aware of all them kind of things.
Yeah.
Don't buy a house next to the turnpike like that guy did. I don't know who the guy was. Don't really care. And then he turns around and wants everybody else to pay $1 million to put up some kind of a sound barrier down there because he's tired of listening to the noise. To me, that's just ridiculous. I mean, the turnpike's been there for how long?
Well, yeah.
Come on.
Well, and she's not in DeLuna. She's in Della Vista.
I never said DeLuna. I said Della Vista.
Yeah, well, I said that's north of
your mic fell off.
I'm only at 466. So.
Yeah, I said she's up there. There's Dela Vista East, Dela Vista West. Hacienda's got north, south, east, and west. That's where she's at. Matter of fact, that section of road right there on Morris Boulevard, that's where they've had more fatal golf cart accidents than anywhere else in the villages. That's the only bad about part up there. I don't like driving down that road at all. And when I do go down that road, when you get up to the far north end up there by the hospital where that roundabout actually shares with cars, I don't know, man. That whole thing just scares me. What's that road we shoot down? Is it Rio Grande, I think it's called? We'll take Morse Boulevard to Rio Grande, I think, where that stoplight is. We hang a right and we go down to Delmar Street, then turn left and again go in. I feel safer going that way.
Yeah. Oh my, they've had rain for 4 days in South New Jersey. Well, I said, you should be here. The sun's is shining. I said, barring all hurricanes, and there is another storm system in the works. One's not going to come near us, but the second one they're not sure of yet. So you never know. You always have to be prepared here. Don't be scared, but be prepared. And I one of the people that are new here to Florida that don't know much about hurricanes, that just don't freak out.
Kelly B says they're selling houses over at Richmond now.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're selling out to Luna because they're going to Richmond. Yeah.
They're not going to Richmond. They're in Richmond. She said they're selling homes now.
Yes, but they don't have very many of them done yet.
Well, people already bought the lots. The guy told us the other day that 98% of them were already pending.
Yeah.
So Richmond's probably pretty well gone.
Yeah.
It don't take long, man. It really don't. If it's a popular area, when something comes up for sale, if you don't jump on it, and I mean jump on it quick, it just don't take long. That's why when we talked to the guests we had down in Christopher Villas, where they have some of the lifestyle visit homes there, I don't think people understood what that video was about. There seems to be a big argument about what model that home is. I only go by what they told me. I asked them, so what model is this? And she told me. So that's why I said. But the video basically was done because I got a lot of emails wanting to know, if we do a lifestyle visit, where are they putting us? What does the homes look like? Are they furnished? Do I have to bring my own laundry? Do I have to bring my own silverware, my own plates? They didn't know.
Yeah.
I've done videos on these before, but nobody likes to go back and watch old videos. So I thought, well, I'll go down and do a video because these people asked us when we had lunch with them. They asked us if we'd like to come down and do it. And I said, yes, because I haven't done an inside look of any of the Christopher Villa homes. And there's different models down there. And I'd like to do more. But anyway, that's what that was about, really. It wasn't about the model. It wasn't about square footage or any of that stuff. It was mostly to show people this is a lifestyle visit home. This is the type of home you will get. They're neat, they're clean, they come completely furnished with everything. And that's what it was about, is just that.
And someone asked a while ago, they said their sister was thinking of a lifestyle visit and wanted to know the price. Well, you need to go to the village's site and find out, because I know in the summertime that it's like $99 a night, but I know when the winter people start getting here, the price goes up. I don't know how much, and I don't know what the cost is, but I mean, everything's there, so you don't have to bring your stuff with you. I mean, you've got all your silverware and dinnerware and bed sheets and all that. That's already there. So I said, but go to their site and find out what the lifestyle visit actually costs, because I said they change it somewhere in the middle of the year. I just don't know what it is. But it's a very good deal, because you couldn't get at a hotel what you get at the lifestyle visit. I mean, usually they give you golf carts there for your use, sometimes bicycles, and they used to give you a lot of coupons. I don't know if they do now. I think you get a free round of golf or something like that.
Did they get, it was on the video, tickets to see a show?
Yeah, they give you stuff like that.
The Fifth Dimension?
So like I said, it's worth. I don't know.
It was an old time major.
I think, yeah.
I think it was the Fifth Dimension. They got free tickets to go see that up at
the Sharon.
No.
The Savannah
Center.
Yeah. But I'm kind of disappointed right now that we're getting the tribute bands and everything. We are having a couple, I think, Linda Etter, and there was another another band that was going to be here, but most of them are your tribute bands, and that's because of COVID. After COVID, they just haven't got the big names back yet, because I don't know whether the big names aren't touring right now or what, but like I said, there's a lot of second string entertainment, and you can might as well just go to the square and listen to me. Hopefully that'll resolve pretty soon, because they had some big names coming here. They really did.
Yeah, but most of the big names don't go to the squares.
No, but I mean, even for what I'm talking about is Sharon. They're not getting the big ones now
most
either.
of the big names of Sharon come down during the winter months, not in the summer.
Well, I've looked at the thing all the way up until April, and I said there's not a lot of big names on there. It's a lot of tribute bands.
Well, most of the people we remember that would come down here are probably either dead or dying.
Well,
Willie Nelson, he was supposed to come here twice and canceled. Jerry Lewis came here and died shortly after.
Yeah.
A lot of them are just chubby checkers. He wasn't here. He was here once, like maybe when we first moved here, like in 2014. That was about the last time Chubby Checkers was here. And actually, for a guy that's probably pushing 80 years old, he looks pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then G said, booked our first lifestyle tour. They said the first one you stay at Atwood, Alden by Brownwood Suites. Sounds like multiple visits would be at other areas like Christopher Villas.
I'm not sure if that's true or not. I think
now, these people weren't, this wasn't a second visit for them, and they were at Christopher. And I think it means how many they've got.
Yeah, I think it's just whatever they got available. It's like a hotel, not everybody's guaranteed to be on the ground floor.
Yeah.
So if somebody's booking something for, say, January, which is like prime season, and if they have a place available in Christopher's Villas, whether you've been here 2 or 3 times, that's where they're going to stick you. I could be totally wrong about that, but my mind says that if Atwood's full and they got people still wanting to come down a lifestyle visit, but it's their first time, they're not going to tell you no when they have empty homes down at Christopher Villas.
It's not funny, Bill.
What'd Bill say? Bill B?
No, William Bear. It says Loretta Lynn canceled all her shows yesterday.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I seen all over Facebook. It was everywhere. Everybody was celebrating her, I don't know, death day, birthday. I'm not sure what they were celebrating.
Yeah, a lifestyle couple said it was their 3rd visit. Gobsmacked. You're paying attention to the video. I didn't.
It wasn't a 3rd visit?
That's
it might have been. I don't know. Yeah. I knew it wasn't her first. I knew that.
Yeah.
And she's the one, we see this all the time. She's the one that's ready to move here like right now. Because they're older. They know that they haven't got a whole bunch of years to play around.
Yeah.
And it's always the guy. I mean, every time I've ever met anybody, it's always the guy. And here's what the guys always say. Well, I can do anything. It's really up to her to pick something out and go somewhere. Well, something just tells me that might be partially true, but I don't think that's the whole story.
Yeah.
Usually the guys, here's the guys that I know that I've talked to, and I'm one of them. Well, I wasn't sure if I wanted to come down right away or not, because I collect motorcycles. And if I go down there, I can't park all them motorcycles in my garage. Or I've got this machine shop. I got a lot of money in all this machinery. I can't get a house down there with a garage big enough to put all my machinery in. And so that seems to be the real hanging. Or car collectors. I've got 4 57 Chevys in my garage. I can't get rid of them.
Yeah. Garage space. It's all about the garage.
It's all about the garage. That's why I say, whether you get a golf cart or not, get the golf cart garage if you can afford it, because I'm telling you, that extra space means a lot.
Yeah. I feel the same way about the kitchen, but, you do what you have to do.
Do what you have to do. If your number one goal is just to get here, then just get what you can get that you can afford to buy and live comfortably. I always recommend don't live in a mountain of debt. How much, that's not fun to retire and to worry about debt, because just like us, we really don't have very much debt at all. I always wanted to keep it that way, but things came along. Now the roofing thing came along. Now the house insurance thing, it went from like $1,500 a month to like $4,000 a year. I mean, it's like that's what the newspaper says. The average homeowner in Florida now is paying over $4,000 a year in home insurance, We are the largest or most expensive state in the United States now, even above those foreign countries like California for homeowners insurance.
Well,
Now,
I don't pay $4,000 in homeowners insurance
yet. They haven't got to you
well,
yet.
no.
Our 10 years ain't up yet.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen on that.
Yeah.
And there's some other things. You know, property taxes, I'm going to throw this out there too. Property taxes 4 years ago, when they threw the two guys out that we voted in, and they give it a 25% tax increase on our property taxes here, the people to this day still say that there's just no way that that was right. That, yeah, but apparently it was right. They did. It was legal. They did it. Now there's a thing that came out that says, and I don't understand all this ins and outs of it, that they had to do their re-tax thing for next year, the money. So now they're saying this is the largest tax decrease in the last 15 years in Sumter County.
Hmm.
I'm not sure where that leaves everybody, but it's like $5 and some cents per thousand is what your taxes are.
Yeah. It'll be the lowest since 2016, I think is what they said. In which we hadn't had a hike until that 25%. We hadn't had a hike in 12 years. So, you know, you can't, it's hard to keep track. It really is.
That's why it's hard when somebody asks questions about things, and I always tell them, I can't keep track of all this.
Yeah.
It's up 1 year, down the next year, and then it'll go back up again next year. It's just like the amenity fees around here. Good Lord, I've lost track past $164 a month. Somebody's saying, well, if you buy a new house, it's $170 a month. If you buy, other guy said, well, I bought a pre-owned home, but they still charge me the $170 a month. So I talked to a real estate person, and here's what I heard. I talked to them on the phone. They said, it doesn't make any difference if it's a pre-owned home or a brand new home. If it's a new purchase for you, you're going to pay the up-to-date price on amenity fees no matter what it is. That sounds legit to me.
Yeah.
But ours is still 100 and what is ours? I don't even know.
Well, what are you talking? Insurance sale?
Amenities.
The amenities, 164 something.
So we're still at 164, but it's going to go.
Yeah, we will be comparable to the southern end soon. They're doing it in increments for some odd reason, but
yeah, come January, that's when they'll do the raise, and then we'll all be about the same again.
Yeah.
So it's hard to keep up with this stuff. Here's another question you get a lot. I don't want to lie to people, and maybe that's why people think I'm just being rough and gruff and not nice because I don't smile and go, well, now you have to think, in New Jersey, we paid $400 a month. And down here, even with the rate increase, it's still only $150. So it's a good deal. Well, I'm not going to tell you that crap because it depends on where you come from is how much anything is going to cost. Somebody told me the other day, says, I'll stay in Arizona. I just paid my $700 taxes for the year and blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's fine. How's your water bill? I've been to Arizona 100 times. And the big bitch out there is two things. Electric, propane, because they get there from the water thing out there. What do you call that? Turbo, whatever.
Yeah.
The electric. And then water.
Yeah.
Water out there. I talked to a guy out there who told me that his water bill at his house was over $400 a month.
Yeah.
So don't go bragging to me about your property taxes. Every state has the problem. Now, California, on the other hand, has all them problems. They have water problems. They have political problems. They have, I think, the worst homeless problem anywhere in the nation, and they have the highest gas prices anywhere in the nation. I don't know about their homeowners insurance and all that stuff, because they don't have very many hurricanes or anything out there, but they have wildfires every year, the fire season. They have mudslides after the fire. Put it over here. See if it gets any better into the house. Come on. There it is. See it connected.
Oh, okay.
Right. We're back, right? I moved it, I think, sitting way over there. It lost connection with the Wi-Fi. Sorry about that. I'll just lean forward in my chair. I'm out of beer anyway. I'm eating Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people here at Lifestyle. Kelly B said that her sales lady, said they didn't even tell the salespeople where you would stay for the lifestyle visit until the day of. I can believe that.
That sounds legit because they don't know what they got and where it's going to be. Now, I don't know if they're using more than, I know they use Atwood. I know use Christopher Villas. As far as I know, there might be a third place somewhere that they're using for lifestyle visits.
Well, Atwood and Alden, but like I said, I thought Alden was all sold out. But you never know; they may save a couple just for that reason. And Scott Holt said they had theirs in May at Atwood.
Yeah. Carol Wee says, you're back and you are spot on about California. Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to insult anybody from California. It's just I get these emails like some people are saying like my state's better than your state, and I've traveled this country, and you know, every state's got their problems. Every state, you know. So when they point their finger at us and say, "Well, look at what you do," well then look at what you do.
I don't know.
I'm back. No, I'm not. It will be. It'll come back. See the wife. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I'm not overheating. Not today. It's just probably the Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah.
Again. I could have swore I just seen water spraying over there.
Oh, well, Marianne's maybe out working in the flowers.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I thought I seen him leave this morning.
Yeah. Oh.
See, we have a 3-car garage. I wish I did. 3-car garage.
Yeah.
I can't afford that, but boy, sure would have been nice. Well, I say that now. The truth is, if we could back the clock up, I would have bought the biggest house here.
Yeah.
Because today, those houses that I could have bought for $5 money for high-speed internet, and I have this problem like this.
Well, that's what I said.
And it's working. Next time I come out here, it'll be fine. Then now it's doing this.
I don't have any idea. I don't know that it's the internet. But
well, I don't. It has to be.
Well, it could be some of our equipment here.
I don't think so.
But like I said, they do have a new.
I want you to look at this high-dollar setup. How could it possibly be my setup?
I know, but they do have a new program now where you can get so many gigs now. So
somebody sent me an email a while back that they had, I don't want to say, Wi-Fi through T-Mobile at their house, and
I am not doing.
Well, it got me to thinking about that. Linda did the same thing on her mountain. She hasn't got T-Mobile cell phone, but T-Mobile sets up this Wi-Fi, and she had like 500 and some gigabytes download. Mm-hmm. This guy sent me a picture of his down there, and it was the same thing. T-Mobile, he got 500 and some gigabytes download, and he was paying less per month than I am.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking maybe we ought to check that out. Starlink ain't happening. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, when I said, I've seen a lot of people change to the consumer cellular and the T-Mobile and all that crap, and none of them has been happy with it. It was okay the first month or so, and then that was. So I'm going to stick with what I've got, but I'm going to make them do it right. Oh, you got your new hat on.
Yeah, I do. Can you guys see it? Available in my merch store. All the profits from the hat, the T-shirts, and everything else. And also last night I put out a new design that shows up on there, and they're taking orders for those hats too. Yeah. It's a Wednesday Night Live hat. All the profits from that is going to go for the kids.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jim McNeil says $50 a month for T-Mobile 5G router.
The 5G router ain't it. I want the high speed. I mean, I don't care about 4K, 5K, 5 gigabyte. I don't care about any of that. I want the high speed, and that's the thing that's really hard to get here. Spectrum told me they wouldn't even give me high speed unless I had a business license.
Yeah.
They say that for businesses only, and that's what I want. So,
and I think CenturyLink does have the fiber optics, but I think
CenturyLink does have fiber optics. But I talked to Paul over there. He's got CenturyLink. He's got fiber optics, and I asked him. I said, "Is your internet really fast, really quick?" And he goes, "I don't really see any difference between that and AT&T."
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going by, is what other people tell me.
That's what I said. I changed once, and I regretted it. So I said, I'm just going to make them do it better, because I said that I think we probably need a new router. I'm guessing.
It could be my router, but my point is, with customer service nowadays, how come we can't get somebody to come by and check it?
They charge you for that if it's not their problem.
See, there we go.
Yeah.
There's no customer service anymore.
Yeah.
Lifestyle in
Okay.
October 26th to the 30th. That's for Rick Sale.
Mm-hmm.
Birdie, I sure hope we don't get pushed out due to the expensive overhead. I got to tell you, Birdie, I do wonder about that because Sue well knows that I told her, I said, this place ain't going to drive me broke. When it gets, I mean, I want to got so much coming in every month like everybody else here. I don't work. Well, except for this little bit I do here. And almost half of the money, at least half the money we make on YouTube, I give it to the kids down there. And then some big chunk of what's left, we give it back as door prizes and I don't know, stuff. Sue's always going to the post office mailing stuff out. So we have.
They all know me by name now.
Yeah. She was down there and mailed out a T-shirt to one of our winners on the show today. You know, all that costs money. I mean, I don't know what it costs. I haven't looked at the receipt, but shipping right now is like crazy nuts high. I mean, you can't even ship a $10 coffee cup to somebody. It's going to cost you $20 to ship the damn thing. It's just crazy nuts.
Yeah. So Gobsmack says I switched to consumer cellular because I was paying $140 a month for lousy service. Now I'm paying a lot less for the same lousy service.
Well,
that's why I said I'm not changing. I'm just going to make them do their job.
Yeah, I don't want lousy service. I got to have high speed for the WNL show. That's the big thing. I do live stuff, and I want high speed. I don't want, cell phone crap. I mean, you could use a cell phone in the right spot, but depending on where you're at in the villages, you're going to find out your cell phone signals tremendously changes. You go down to the Finney area, if you got Verizon, you're liable to go down there and find out that there it goes.
Yeah.
It'll come back on here in a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm going to end it. I'm not going to do this.
Okay.
Is it back?
Yeah, it's back.
Well, mine's not moving yet. There it is. Okay, we're back. It went out again. I don't know why, but I'm not going to do this all day. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the or leave a comment or something below a video or whatever. This was all commercial free. When I go inside, I'm going to monetize it, so the replay will always have commercials on it. And what else can I say?
Oh, and look forward to the next Patreon lunch. It'll be sometime toward the end of this month.
Oh, we are?
Yes.
Patreon lunch by the end of this month. She'll let me know when, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, it'll be somewhere near the end of the month. And I think this month it's Lopez. So we're going to try Lopez.
Whatever. I'm not driving.
Yeah. So keep your eyes open for the email or the whatever you put that on.
I put it on Patreon.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to let them know when, what time, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Got to send out emails to find out who's here. I know that Bill B, I haven't seen him on here, so he may not be here. Phil B, I think he's in Texas.
But then by the end of the month, and I'm hoping Linda will be here by then. She's hoping to be here by that time. And so that's why I don't have a date yet. But I will. I will soon.
All right.
So.
Says on Bonfire, somebody just supported it. Somebody just bought something on Bonfire. Whoever you are.
Maybe somebody bought a hat.
The new hats, yeah. The new design. Yeah. Hey, I just make these designs up, I'm not a designer. I made this one up. Here, I did that. I know. Yeah. What I'd like to do is these people won't do it. I'm trying to find a designer that'll take these things and put them on the side of the hat right here. Like instead of having Wednesday Night Live here, I could have Wednesday Night Live on, or Wednesday Night Live here.
Yeah. And you know what I like more than anything was the T-shirt that you had with the finger to don't leave your keys in the golf cart.
Oh, yeah, don't forget that.
I thought that was so cool.
Don't leave your keys in the golf cart T-shirts available, too. They come in many different colors, so when you go there, don't think that the picture you see on YouTube where it's a gray collar, I can't change that. That's just the company does that. But you go there on different T-shirts, you'll see the color palette to the side. I don't even know what all the colors are. I picked them out. I just tried to pick a bunch of different colors out for everybody. Some of the T-shirts, I tried to get pink because I know the women like pink. Some of the T-shirts just didn't come with pink, period. It wasn't a choice I had.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's different colors, different things. Coffee cups are the same. They come in like 4 or 5 different colors. And like I say, all that profit goes to the kids. And so Bonfire lets me know how much it is and everything. And we're keeping tabs of it. So keep doing it. Don't leave your keys in the golf cart.
Yeah, and
that's WrestleMania.
Mimi says she's got high speed and she's having problems today. So it's not just us.
May have something to do with hurricane. They might still be out digging things up and fixing electric lines, and I don't know what all they're doing. Because if
Yeah.
you guys ever notice when you come here, this is the one thing that I like of all the things in the villages that I do like. One of the big look at that lizard hanging around the corner right there. See, he's going right up in there.
I see it.
He's the size of a dinosaur.
You are so easily sidetracked.
Yeah, I am. So anyway, notice I turned the shelves back over too because when she walked Buddy the other day, the leash flipped that over.
Uh-huh.
There was 2 or 3 lizards over there. And they couldn't get in, so I had to turn them back over.
Yeah.
I keep the shelves one way because a female lizard likes to go in there and lay their eggs, and the snakes can't get in there to get them either.
Yeah, and a lot of people think, ooh, but those little lizards, they're just, they eat the little bugs, and they kind of keep most of the gnats and what have you away, and they don't harm anything, and they don't bite.
No.
Not that you would know. I picked up a can when I was walking the other day because I pick up trash on my way. Picked up a can, and it had a little critter in it, and it kind of nipped me on the finger. And I thought, well, I'm not going to do that anymore.
If they bite you, you're not going to feel anything.
Well, I didn't. But it's one of those things. I warned somebody else that was picking up trash along the way the other day. This morning.
There was a picture in the paper down here not too long ago. See, now look at him. He turned around. See him flashing his thing?
Yeah.
I don't know what they call it. The dewlap, or whatever they call that thing, flashing.
Yeah. They do that when they're looking, ain't they?
Usually they do that when they're mating season, trying to attract a female, or they're very territorial. If there's another one around here and he's trying to warn the other person, this is my territory.
Oh,
Stay away. And I don't know if there's another one around or not. You can't tell.
Yeah,
because you can't see them unless they move.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. So, and we're going to get out of here. Anything you guys can do to help support one person. Remember, that's what I said at the very beginning. Each one of you, this is the only thing I'm going to ask. One person. Have your brother, your sister, your mother, your aunt, neighbor, person you work with. Each one of you get one person to subscribe to the channel. That would pretty well double the size of the channel.
Yeah.
And that helps the channel out a lot. More than you'll know. So we're going to get out of here.
See you on the other side.
Yeah, what she said.